Another week has rolled around, so it's time once again to meet some of the internet's worst people. People who have willingly recorded themselves or allowed themselves to be recorded and then placed the videos upon the information superhighway. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to People Being Awful, part 56. And I've said many times that if you see someone who has the combination of brightly coloured but unkempt hair, glasses with massive oversized frames and a septum piercing, without fail, that person will be awful. So let's start there.
I had this thought swirling around in my head for probably months at this point, but I've just now been able to really put words to it, and I want to tell you about it. I think one of the strangest things about living in America as a police state, and also one of the easiest things that we could just get rid of and would fix a lot of problems, would be to just not let officers take their police vehicles home with them. Like, I know that there is a police officer that lives in my neighborhood. You know how I know? Because they have their police vehicle in their front driveway all of the time. Stop giving cops the ability to use intimidation in their own home when they're supposed to be considered a civilian at that point. I've had this...
What the fuck is that thing? I'm guessing that's a woman who's taken testosterone to grow a truly pathetic moustache. But America is a police state? I challenge her, if it is a her, to come and spend a fortnight in Starmer's Britain and see how she finds that, because here we are desperate to see police on the streets, but they're only to be found outside migrant hotels, ensuring no harm comes to the criminals inside them, dancing at pride parades, or kicking in the front door of a grandmother who's commented on Twitter. In the UK, police officers don't take their vehicles home, but I can't see the issue, because if there was a clear indicator that there's a police officer living on your street, then surely there would be less crime. And that's the thought she's had swirling around her head? Well, it's got plenty of fucking room to move, hasn't it? Next up, let's see some real intimidation.
And not violate the religion of Islam by selling and distributing products that are against the religion, because we should love what Allah loves and we should hate what Allah hates. This is what we're here for, and little by little, one by one, we're going to be visiting all of the stores in the neighborhood, particularly the inner city neighborhoods where the religion of Islam is ignored.
That's America, where the religion of peace has become so emboldened that the man with the comical red beard is demanding the banning of alcohol, gambling and pork products. And to me it says a lot about what, in my opinion, is nothing more than a 7th century death cult, that he talks about what Allah hates, what his God hates. Just like his followers, no compassion, no mercy, no empathy, just hatred. And I find it odd that apparently it's okay to interfere with children, to blow oneself up, to move to another country, a civilised country, and demand that country then takes on your own Stone Age views. But eating a bacon sandwich is out of fucking order. In my opinion, and it's just an opinion, not a statement of fact, to me, Islam is not compatible with the Western world. It's more like a cancer that needs to be removed. And the free world should really be waking up to that. Next up, we'll watch another Islamist having a moan.
You know what irritates me and jars me so much as a Muslim? Like watching people go to like festival music, watching people go to these events, whether it's wireless, whatever it is. There's always activities for them and there's never anything for Muslims. Like, why is it that no one has created in this city somewhere where we can go and just do something? And it's not boring, you know? And it doesn't need to involve music and it doesn't need to involve anything insane, but like, we just have walking clubs. Or like running clubs, and I think that's so boring. He needs to come up with something for the Mizzies where they can just link up and have fun, and it's wholesome, and there's activities to do, and it's something that you can go to like monthly. I don't know, someone do it because I'm tired and there's nothing to do in this insane city.
Why is that person being awful? Well, her faith stops her from engaging in many days out and activities, but it's her choice to be a part of that faith, yet she still manages to play the victim. To me, it's akin to cutting your legs off and then moaning you can't go for a run. I'm so sick of seeing these weirdos. These men dressing up as females, insisting that they're not a danger to women and children, but he's dressed as a fucking schoolgirl. And I'm guessing he's what, early 60s? How the hell has society got to a point where that pervert feels comfortable going out and living out his fetish in public? However, if I was of a woke mindset, I'd be offended that he's got braided hair. Oh my god, a white guy with braids, that's cultural appropriation.
If you support ICE, you're ugly, and I bet you got like a micropeen. If you're like a woman that supports ICE, your husband's probably ugly with a micropeen. Fuck you.
Can somebody please call the circus? We found their missing clown. Until that thing started speaking, I honestly didn't know what gender it was. To me, it looks like Jabba the Hutt is having a bit of an identity crisis. And this anger towards ICE, the agency removing people from the new world who have no right to be there. Is it only me that's noticed that the complainants always look like they live on benefits anyway? And his assertion that they must be ugly with tiny manhoods. I'm guessing there's some projection going on there, because given the size of the chap, unless he's hung like a fucking horse, I doubt he's seen his own love truncheon in over a decade.
Genuine question, but how the flip are y'all surviving right now? I went to college. I got a job in my field. Now, is my field a mental health field where I make no money? Sure, yeah. But I make more money than my mom made until I was a freshman in college right now. And yet, I have $20 to get me through the next week and a half. And I haven't gotten anything that was not a necessity. I haven't done anything fun. How are y'all surviving? And going on trips? I don't understand. Please tell me your secrets.
Okay, what was that? She works in mental health. I guess it could be reassuring for someone going through a psychotic episode that things can always be worse. And she says she's broke, but she's got a car, and clearly she isn't struggling to put food on the table. As for going on days out, usually when people do that, they go with somebody else, but I cannot imagine being stuck in a car with her for hours on end.
I went to urgent care yesterday because my body hates me almost as much as the American government. And the doctor threw me for a loop because I wore a mask in there. Because if anything, it's a health area where you're supposed to try to get healthier there. And he came in the door without a mask, looked at me with a mask and went, "Why are you wearing a mask? Are you like really sick or something?" Which I'm not that kind of sick, but also a doctor asking that kind of question about wearing PPE made me want to throttle him, to be honest. But I didn't, because health setting, and that makes you not live no more. So anyways, that was annoying. But in a weird positive thing, I went to MGM Grand in downtown Detroit, and because I wanted to go play like $20 worth of spinny slot things. It's fun, and I can control myself. It's nice. Speaking of control, considering I stopped smoking, it was nice to see that the entire main center area is no longer a smoking area, and all the smaller areas that they used to have not smoking areas are now smoking areas. That's cool. That shows things moving forward in a way that's healthier for people. Anyways, health in America is fucked up.
Yes, I thought we'd end on another one of those. The man who dresses as and probably thinks he is a woman goes into a hospital and questions the doctor, because he seems to think he knows more than a qualified physician. Sir, the pandemic is over. The doctor knows more than you do. And what was the nature of this medical emergency? Because he seems to be absolutely fine. Well, no, not fine. He doesn't appear to be in any medical distress. And what are spinny slap things? Can someone help me out with that? I am fascinated. And that there are less places to smoke? I guess that's a good thing for public health. And I'll confess here, I'm one of those really shitty ex-smokers who cannot stand the smell of it now. Yet, I would rather stand next to someone chain-smoking a pack of 20 than spend 30 seconds in the company of whatever the fuck that was. And what's going on with his voice? Sir, we all know you are not a woman. There is no point in pretending anyway. Weren't they a delightful bunch? That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you can leave a like, a comment or share the video, that really helps with the algorithm. If you would like to support me in making these videos, and thank you to everyone who's done so already, there are links in the description to buy me a coffee and to my Patreon. And as ever, thanks for watching. And finally, it stopped raining, so I can move away from the tree I've been in for the first half of the video. So what precisely is that thing? It works in mental health. Surely they should be the recipient of mental health. I don't know what I'm fucking saying. And what possesses a man, who I'm guessing is in his early 60s, to put on a schoolgirl's uniform and go and have a fag at the bus stop? Sorry, Americans watching, fag is a British term for cigarette. Can somebody please call the circus? We found their missing clown. Until that thing opened its mouth, I wasn't entirely... Hello, I'm a woman. My name's Veronica. It's not, is it, Chief?